So what do we do when the weather is hot and our koi ponds may be lacking in oxygen? Well, we supply air. How do you supply air? Well, let me show you how I do it. And you can see there's my air bar that's running here. That's the air bar, which is what I use. I don't run the bottom drains at all because I don't like the idea of air coming from that depth. And then also, the more you disturb the water, actually the more oxygen exchange you would get. Also, I have in my weapon armory filtration a genuine backy shower that has been turned over at a good healthy rate of knots, not too much but not too little, which also help with the dissolved oxygen into the pond. And especially as the sun is shining, and as you can see on me there, it's good with forecasts coming up to really hot humid weather here in the United Kingdom. It's good to get enough air into your pond, and when you do that, then you help the fish in their way. Here we have my feeder. I've had this now, I don't think a year yet, but it's brilliant. It works by solar, and yeah, once you get the sun, and also it allows you to plug in. You could plug it in, so when the winter time and there's not enough sun, you can help keep the juice up. So I'm feeding right now a mixture. There's all sake hikari, but it's mixed in. Well, when I was with the breeders in Japan and speaking to others who I know in Japan, everybody mixes their sake hikari in Japan. They don't feed it straight in that way. So it's mixed a certain formula, of course, but it is mixed. They don't really feed pure color food or pure growth. It's all mixed in that way. So like there's some color food in here, which is probably 1 cup for every 3 cups of balance, and some leftover wheat germ sinking pellet that I've thrown in because they were left over and I wanted to get rid of it. Yeah, so this is the food that I feed. Right now they're not getting too much food, mainly because for the first time I'm going to be able to show the Northeast Koi Show, so they're just getting ready for that. But after that Northeast Koi Show, then they will get ready to get a lot of food down their necks. Alright, so hopefully that makes sense. Peace. Okay everybody, here's the pond. There's the backy shower that I told you about that I'm absolutely slamming it in at the moment. That's the flow friend is on 2000 RPMs. That's hot water. It's not going into the pond, it's just resting there. That's how I hang it up. But it's good to have hot water to rinse the drum and things like that. That's the current pH. That's where it sits currently. Red label drum. I love my red label drum. You're able to set the cleaning things like up and down wherever you want it, the dirty side to wherever you wanted the active side, and you can see, so that's the active side there, and that's set at the lowest point. I could just increase that by pushing this button. Don't have to touch anything or get involved with that. All works really well, and it's a really nice piece of kit. I must say I love Red Label. This is the first generation of Red Label, so I'm looking to get an upgrade soon. Hopefully that's the one there. I think you may be able to see it. It's the 55, but it's equivalent to a bigger size in its own if you compare it with other like drums. That's the recycle RO that's been running for coming up to 3 years, I think. If you look at the videos, this recycles the water and clean it. That's the air pump that I use. These are the membranes for the pre-filter. I wash them, have them ready, so these come out there. Water comes via this into here, 20 micron, 5 micron, and it gets clean, stripped, put back into the pond, removes everything, ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, everything but chlorine. I don't have chlorine in the pond. You don't want to have chlorine in your pond. There's my blue, so that comes in there, and then these are catalytic carbon. That's the big blue there. I have 2 of them, so when one is spent I simply unplug that, lift it, if it could be that easy, wouldn't it? Lift it out and lift in the other one, and then I change the other one when the boys are home. I get them to do it. That's why you have kids. Let them do your work for you. Alright, so that's the fish house for those who are asking for an update. That's what it looks like there. Alright, and here's the pond. We've got the new roof that, if you watch the videos, you might remember Paul Henderson came and installed a new roof. This one here that was falling apart, it's being changed. And yeah, that's really the koi pond in a nutshell. The fish are happy, no one's flicking, no one's jumping. Happy, happy, happy fish. Like I said, I don't run the bottom drains, just this. And I have this door open in the day, so a lot of good oxygen gets into the pond, lets the showers breathe. The back is open, the front has a little bit of Japanese matting just to stop some splashing, but that's very porous stuff, so it does let air flow in. I've checked it, and yeah, all works really good. And that's a fish that I got a few months ago from an auction, Dainichi. Looks to be female and it's doing really well, so maybe in an upcoming video we'll have a look at that. So enjoy. So these are some of the things I keep in stock for when, if and when it's needed, so I'm not in a panic to go get it. They're all there. These are some of the koi stuff that's there. We've got the koi food here, also koi food in there, all sake hikari as well. Yeah, so this is our main weapon of choice, sake hikari, floating, and that's the sinking type there. Balance and growth. So as you can see, the fish are all happy, floating around. I've put my polycarbonate back on. I had these two off from here to there, which let direct sun into the pond. I've had them off since May. I've only just put them back on yesterday, because we're expecting this increased temperature of hot sun, and so I've used the advantage to get up there and clean the polycarb. You can see through it. They need refreshing. I've ordered new polycarbonate sheeting, so they're coming in 2 weeks time, so I'm going to refresh those with brand new sheets. But if the sun comes back down to mid-20s, I will take 2 sheets off and leave it off like I've done in that way, and it's really helped the fish color up well. It's important to have good shading, but it's also not important not to shade the fish too much, otherwise you're going to cause color issues on your koi. The benny or the red, as you know it, might begin to be affected in that way. So these help to take out some of the UV and some of the light, but you do need some lights. I've got these UFO lights that everybody messaged me about. You can get them. Don't buy the Chinese version, buy the genuine ones. Go on Google and look. I don't think Amazon have the genuine ones anymore. So they're called UFO, and these are the 200 watts, and they give you enough kelvins to help. But why pay for those when you could get the sun for free? And as you can see, I have enough shading around the pond. It's a lovely time of the year. All the plants are in flowers and things like that, so make sure you have your pond with lots of oxygen blowing in and things like that. Here's the fish. You can see some of them come to say hello. Let's see if we can get there. Here's a shower that came second in size 6 recently. I would have given her first, but maybe I'm biased. And there you go, Kahaku from the koi, Waterban, and the rest of these are all Yomekoi Japan. So there you go. Peace out.